Welcome back, everybody. The History Guy here, ready to continue playing my very first time on a playthrough of Rule the Waves 2. I am the Empire of Germany, and it is July of 1903. We have been at war with the United Kingdom for the last 17 months, and that continues on now. We're going to hope to land that decisive blow and maybe take out a couple of his battleships. We're winning the war, but just barely, and this can't continue on forever. Eventually, the British will overcome with their superior weaponry, superior technology, superior finances when it comes to their fleet. So we've got to land a knockout blow while we can. If you haven't seen the first several episodes of this series, the link is in the description below. And as always, please drop a like. Please leave a comment, and please watch the entire video. Those things help tremendously to get the word out to more people about this channel. That's how YouTube determines those things. So anything you can do to help in that way would be greatly appreciated. We're going to continue on now. We're going to hope for that opportunity to land the decisive blow. There have been widespread demonstrations demanding peace and bread. Yeah, I'm still kind of under a blockade, which is a big problem for me. This is not the time for complaints. We should sound out the enemy government for the possibility of a negotiated peace. No, I don't think so. All right. Technology and the torpedoes, nothing else happening. We've got an opportunity here for a battle. This is one of those chances for a big one. Our battleships are involved, and we're going to get into it. So we'll see what we're up against. Now, here's the thing. With these battles, in the back of my mind is always the idea that I'm making a video, and therefore I find myself kind of being cautious about, being too slow with this. And it looks like I'm not going to have my battleships here unless they're somewhere else. I don't know. I don't see them. So I find myself, is this them all the way down here? Nope. Being overly concerned about that, which means that I tend to rush through these battles for the sake of the viewer. But understand that's not the kind of game this is. To do this well and to really win, I've got to be able to be mindful of what I'm doing here, which means I've got to be cautious and take my time and control these things. So that's what I'm going to try to do in these battles. It's going to mean that they're going to move slowly and that there's not going to be a ton of action. But that's the way I'm going to really be able to win. So we're going to start by moving into position. I really wish this had involved the battleships, but that's just not the way this is going to be. So let's go ahead and start heading toward these ships to see what they are. Hopefully it's none of his battleships. Looks like we've got pretty much the same things. The difference here, of course, is that he's got light cruisers and I've got a couple of heavy cruisers. So I don't know what this is going to be over here, but something else I really want to do here is I want to go into the settings. So I guess I can't do that in the middle of a battle. Yeah, preferences. Here we go. One of the things I want to do is I want to, number one, affect the color so that I can see the British ships a little easier and tell the difference a little easier. I also want to show the map scale and a damage meter on my ships. Course indicator is not bad either. So now we can see what direction my ships are going. That's very helpful. I can also see damage meters on my ship. So if one of them is starting to take some damage, I can get them out of dodge as needed. Let's go down to cruise speed with these guys and see if we can come down and get after these light cruisers. I've definitely got an advantage here if I can take it. I'm going to slow things down a little bit. Alright, we're going to have to go back up to the top speed to try and catch up to these guys. We've got one destroyer that's kind of out here doing his own thing. But he just looks like he's probably going to run. So I've managed to start catching up to at least to these this destroyer here and this light cruiser along with it. So I'm gonna try to get at that cruiser. Yeah. At the very least, we can catch him going top speed, get up maybe alongside him. if I'm landing any hits or not. But a light cruiser's no small thing if I can take one out. And these armored cruisers definitely should have the gun advantage on him. Let's take a look and see. So you can see I've got 9-inch guns on the Victoria Louise, which is the same size gun that I have on my battleships. These guys only have 6-inch guns. I just got to watch. They've got 6 above water torpedo tubes that I have to be careful of. But we're going to get our chance because we're definitely catching up to them speed-wise. Just means it's a little tougher for me to fire. Oh, I think we're making some progress here. Heavy damage on the Cosmos class. Do we have torpedoes on my armored cruisers? I don't know if I do or not. 2 submerged torpedo tubes. They may be up in front and rear, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to use them or not. Let's take a look and see. I don't know if there's an easier way to do this. No, it looks like I can't issue fire torpedo orders. So we're going after the destroyer now. I really ought to try and finish off that Cosmos class. But I can swing back around and get that ship later. Really, no damage to this thing yet? Let's swing around this way. Alright, now we're at medium damage. We're going to continue. Alright, we sank the Cosmos class. Excellent news. If we can take out a light cruiser and a destroyer and take next to no damage in my own fleet, I will definitely be happy with that. This destroyer is going to swing back around. He's going to probably try to hit me with some torpedoes here, so I got to be careful. Let's see if we can swing this way. Oh, he hit me. Darn it. That's what I was afraid of. I should have been much more careful there. That's some major damage, and that is not what I needed on one of my armored cruisers. Heavy cruisers, I guess you can say. The Veneta is in bad shape now. Alright, at least we'll be able to get him out of there alive. But that kind of negates the advantage I had by sinking one of his light cruisers. Alright, let's just be careful of another torpedo attack. I think we're getting it. It's pretty much come to a slow down now. Just be careful. No torpedoes. Thing doesn't want to die. Oh, Veneta should not have gone up in there again. Veneta. Finish this thing already. There we go. Alright, what do we got left? Anything in the region? Not really. Alright, I think we're probably going to call it a day with that battle. Alright, there's the end of the scenario. So we sank 2 destroyers. Was that not a... I thought that was a light cruiser. It's showing it as a destroyer, which kind of makes it suck a little bit. That makes it into a British victory because I suffered that damage to one of my heavy cruisers. So, yeah, that kind of stinks. All right, that's okay. We're still hoping for the big showdown. That really was kind of a wash. Not a huge deal. I've got to deal with this stinking blockade, though. Where are we at on our ships that are being built? We're 3 months away from another battleship. Well, actually, that's not another battleship. That's the one that I sent in for upgrades. And then we've got 3 light cruisers on the way. All right, we've increased our max dock size. We've got to break this blockade. I keep forgetting the U.S. is an ally. All right, here we go. Can this be the big battle? Yep, I've got my battleships. This could be the one. So we've got, let's see, do we have all of them? 4 battleships. This is going to be the big showdown. This is our opportunity. So this is a battle probably that's going to take up the majority of this episode. Because if this is the deciding battle, if this is the one where I can take out a couple of his battleships, I've got to do it right. So I'm going to take my time. I'm going to really kind of take things slow. And see if we can nail him. Well, unfortunately, there were 3 German battleships and 7 light cruisers, but I just couldn't find them. So that scenario ended with us never even making contact. Enemies still getting victory points from blockading me, but it's not a lot. Studies of enemy ships and tactics indicate that they are not ahead of us in fleet tactics. They have invented the preheater. Not a huge deal. We're going to just continue on with what we're doing. Oh, I need another ship on trade protection duty. All right, we're gonna send another one of our destroyers out to do that. I think I'm gonna send one of my heavy cruisers as a raider. And maybe can I do that with it? No, destroyers can't be raiders. Okay. I just don't have enough other core ships to be able to do that. Disturbances and mutinous acts have occurred on some ships in the fleet. That's bad. German raider that I just sent out sank 2 merchant ships. That's only 10 victory points. It's not really a huge deal. All right, here's another chance. He's going to have me in light cruisers, but I've got the advantage in battleships. Oh, he declined the battle. Darn it, he knew. This time he's a little better off, and he's going to take the bait. Let's hope this is another chance for a big one. We'll see what we've got. Okay, here we go. So here's what we're going to have in this one. We do have our battle division. We've got 3 of the battleships. There's 3 destroyers, a light cruiser, 2 more destroyers, 2 heavy cruisers. So this is the majority of my surface fleet. So we're going to get everything sorted here. We are right off the coast of Germany in this one. I believe just the port of Hamburg down here, maybe. But we're going to try to search him out. As soon as we find him, we'll get everything organized and maybe force a decisive action. So we'll have everybody kind of out there scouting until we track this guy down. Oh, frustratingly, once again, no sight of the enemy. Somehow we lost an auxiliary ship sunk. I'm not sure why, because I never saw him. So he got one of my transports out there. All right, so we did gain the majority of VP in that one, but Wittelsbach has finished her reconstruction. Excellent news. The British also have a new battleship. Look at this. 2 10-inch guns, 16 7-inch guns, 12 3-inch guns. Also 2 light AA guns, which is interesting considering that I think we're right now in the year that aircraft were invented, so I don't know what they think they're going to shoot at, but they've got 6-inch belt armor and 6 inches of armor on the turrets. So it's good to be aware of that. 19 knots is the speed. All right, we got ship design, main battery, wing turrets. We've sunk another British merchant ship. I'm not sure that the victory points I'm gaining from that are worth having lost the heavy cruiser. So, all right, 4 battleships versus 4 battleships. He's going to have the advantage in light cruisers if they're all here. He declined battle again. At some point, we're going to need to try and get... All right, he lost some of the victory points he had been gaining for blockade. So, doing a lot of night training, the British are. We're going to continue to do what we're doing. Let's take a look. 1 more month till we get our next light cruiser. We're about a year away from 2 heavy cruisers. Here's the Almanac. See, he still gets about 70,000 more than me in naval budget every turn. I've still got him beat in battleship tonnage, but he's got 4 on the way, and I've only got 2 on the way. He's got me in heavy cruisers, definitely got me in light cruisers, but I'll be gaining some of that back soon. I've got him in destroyers. So it's not a huge advantage that he's got, but I just can't seem to force the decisive action. The enemy sent out feelers about a negotiated peace without border changes. No. We're going to continue this on, because I believe it's never going to get any better for me. This is the best I can do. Widespread protests held in Germany demanding an end to the hardship and war. Yeah, it has been 21 months. Lack of fuel. That's bad. All right, let's try this again. This will be a big battle that he declined, so big victory points for me. Is he going to keep doing this? All right. We're finally going to have, hopefully, our battle. I keep saying that, but we have sighted a ship, so as long as we can stay close to this one, maybe we can force something here. Oh, I dropped my phone. All right, let's see. Oh, no, it's not going to be a big battle. Darn it. All right, I'll just fight this one. I'm not even going to bother showing you this one because it's just 1 light cruiser and a destroyer. All right, a major victory for Germany, because we did manage to sink 5 of his transports. I was supposed to sink 2 at most. I did lose a destroyer because he suddenly kind of appeared with a bunch of light cruisers, and my destroyer got his signals mixed up, and I ended up losing him. But overall, it was a victory for me. Again, not the decisive victory I'm hoping for, but the victory point edge is continuing to grow. Now I'm required to have 9 on protection duty, so we've got to send another one out. Army wants more resources to prepare for an offensive that will shift the strategic initiative. No, give me those, please, because the Army doesn't seem to be doing much, and I don't have the range for an invasion right now. USA added to it. Once again, here we go, trying for the decisive action where both battleships are involved. And I'm not going to get it again. Looks like this time we're going to have 2 heavy cruisers and a destroyer. We'll see what we're up against. Once again, he outran me, and he left and gave me nothing. So the British continue to elude that decisive battle, maybe because they know the longer this goes, the more their advantage grows. I think what I'm probably going to do, now that I'm getting some additional ships into the Navy, is I'm going to probably send in another battleship to get refit. Maybe we're going to hope this is the one. I keep saying that, though. We're going to try to sink transports again. So it looks like we're going to be dealing once again with... No, we've got battleships. Okay, this is a possibility now. Let's see what we can go after here. Now, the objective here is to sink transports, but we're going to hope that we're dealing with much more than that. Okay, we've got Rodney-class battleships. We've got light cruisers. This is the opportunity for that decisive action. So we're going to take this pretty methodical. Once we get into position, I'm going to go nice and slow and try to order all of my squadrons. The goal here is to sink those battleships, or at least heavily damage them. So we're going to start going after them. You can see where some of my other... I don't have quite as many support ships this time. Let's go ahead and get to cruise speed. Honestly, I think I'm going to go this way, force him to make the turn, and go after these transports. Alright, let's slow down. These battleships ought to be able to take out some transports pretty quickly. We've also got this Canada-class light cruiser down here. The objective is the transports. I mean, for the mission. It's not my objective. My objective is those battleships. Let's go after this Canada class. It's only 3,000 yards away. I've got to be careful here. I'm going to turn because I'm a little worried about torpedoes. Really need those destroyers to be on the other side. In fact, let's take a look real quick and see what their mission is. It's support. I want to... Oh, I can't change it to... Oh, stop. Can I change it to screen? No, it's not giving me a screen option. Oh, that's because we're not. But the no, still won't let me do it. All right. So be it. Light damage on the Canada class. I want those battleships. Heavy damage now. What's this thing got? 10-inch guns. 6-inch belt armor. Compared to my 9-inch belt. That's probably why I'm doing so well in my battles against him, is that he's got bigger guns, but I've got much thicker armor. So that's why I can kind of go toe-to-toe against these guys. I've got 3 inches of armor more than he does. What about his guns? Oh, he's got 13-inch guns, though. That's 4 inches more. So that kind of offsets my armor. All right. Here comes a destroyer making a run on me. I'm going to turn because I have a feeling he's probably sent torpedoes after me. Alright, you know what? Let's go back toward the merchant ships. Those are the targets. Alright, we're landing some hits. We'll try to force him to come after me while I go after the merchant ships. Let's speed back up. I do have to complete the mission that I'm here for. We'll go ahead and speed up a little bit. We're going to go right up in here amongst him. Get some easy kills. Alright, let's be careful here. We're coming right up on a destroyer. This could be a... Oh boy. Turn, turn, turn. This is where he can get me with those torpedoes. Alright. We got the objective. Now we can go after the fleet. Although he may have tried to get away. No, he's still kind of lurking up there. I don't know where the hell is going. Can't believe we didn't sink this thing. Probably could have fired some torpedoes there. Alright, now, I want to pause here because what I need to do... I've got a lot of destroyers. I've got a lot more destroyers than he does in my fleet overall. I don't know if it's that way particularly in this battle, but overall I do. So what I need to do is I need to get some of these destroyers going on a torpedo run. If he gives me the chance. Wish there were an easier way to select these guys. Okay. I'm probably going to lose these destroyers, but that's okay. G10 and S14. That's this other destroyer group. Alright. Fire torpedoes, not an option. Why not? Maybe we're just not close enough. Not entirely sure. It's got to be the reason. Maybe I'm just not close enough. I'm going to lose these destroyers before I get the chance, I'm afraid. Stop. Alright, how are we doing on these things? any damage at all? No. Alright, I'm going to just go back and put these destroyers back on AI control. Let my battleships do this. Alright, we've got one that's isolated from the other two. We'll get back up to max speed. I need to catch this guy. Come on. All right, we're going to get our chance. If I can get out of here sinking one of his battleships, I'm going to be very satisfied with that. Especially since I already completed the actual mission. Come on. He's just too fast for me. He goes 20 knots, I've only got 18. And here come the other two. Let's take out this destroyer, shall we? I know what he's thinking. He's thinking torpedo run. So I'm going to turn. It's coming right at me. I think he got me too. With at least one. Wow, look at that. No fear on that guy. This could be super dangerous. I gotta get away from this destroyer. Alright, we sank him. Good. How about we take out this transport that's right there? Alright, we might not get out of here with a battleship, but we might still get out of here with a decisive victory. I sank a destroyer. I got the transports that I needed to get. Let's get up here at these guys again. I'll let my follow-up ships deal with the merchants. Can't wait until later in the game when you can hit people a lot easier than you can right now. Alright. You know what? keep putting these transports close to me, I'm going to keep sinking them. Here's another chance for a destroyer. All right, here we go again. We're still a long way from the end of this battle. These do take a long time to play out. All three of my battleships have light damage. All right. Pause. Which destroyer? That's S-21 and V2. That must be this one over here. Pause, because what I'm going to do is, for at least the time being, I'm going to put my battleships under AI control, and I want to take on these destroyers. Because this might be a chance. To fire some torpedoes. Oh my gosh, okay, I gotta select one first. Why won't it let me fire torpedoes here? Doesn't tell me why. Might just be the distance. Maybe I need to get closer. Alright, pause. Because I'm going to lose both of these destroyers if I don't do what I want to do right now. Man, I'm 500 yards away. Why can't I fire torpedoes? Don't understand this. Oh, now they're launching torpedoes. They're doing it on their own. Okay. That would be why. Alright. Let them do their thing. I'll go back to the battleships. Yeah, it's so frustrating trying to do what I want to do here. And what that ends up leading me to do is to get reckless at the end because I'm just trying to force some kind of decisive action. And I go all Leroy Jenkins on these guys and end up losing somebody. Alright, let's drop down to cruise speed. Weissenberg's too far away. He's got 33% damage. Oh, the Vetton's going to be really close. Low on ammo. I'm gonna have to call this off pretty soon. Oh, we're getting close now. Yes to all. Pick up the survivors, get those extra points. Okay, now. Oh, what am I doing? That's not what I want to do. I want to target a different... I want to go after these Comus class light cruisers. Who are quickly going to run away. Oh, geez. Why is the Vetton all the way up there? They're going to get torpedoed. Oh, boy. Why are they not in line with the others? Did they... When I had him under AI control, I wonder if he broke off. Yep. Alright, we'll just put him under AI control so that doesn't happen anymore. Alright, I think we're going to have to call this one off. We're just getting too low on ammo now. Alright, that's the end of the scenario. It's a major victory for the Germans. So here's what we did. We sank 9 transports, a destroyer, heavy damage to another destroyer and another transport, medium damage. We did light damage to all 3 battleships, although he did the same to me, and light damage to 4 light cruisers. So all that is to say, a major victory. Now, I didn't sink any of his battleships, which is what I wanted there. But I did almost triple his victory points. So we're at 4,000 ahead on victory points. If it weren't for the blockade, which there's got to be a way I can break that, I'd be in pretty good shape right now. But let's just take a look and see what happens as we go one more month. Now I've got to have 10 on trade protection. Okay. We've got another light cruiser in. There's a Italian cruiser. I'm not too worried about that. Blockade's killing me, though. Is there a way to deal with the blockade? I don't know. That's what I'd like to know right now. If you know, please let me know that. I'm going to go ahead and decline this one for now. Same with this one. That gives him a little bit, but I want to stop there, even though it wasn't a real long episode and not a lot has happened, because I want to know how to deal with the blockade. Let me know, those of you who are much more experienced with this game than I am, and I'm going to do some research on my own as well. How do I break his blockade? Because I'm winning the battles, and I'm staying ahead in terms of the makeup of my fleet versus his, but the blockade's killing morale at home. You can see the tonnage. I've got him in battleships tonnage right now. It's going to stay pretty even. I'm going to slowly catch up on armored cruisers and hopefully light cruisers. but I just don't know how to break that blockade. So use the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on that, and we'll come back with another episode in the next 3 or 4 days. Thanks for watching.